Indian Constitution, the skeleton of the Constitution was derived from the region of very important to 39 articles of the Constitutions of India. Next, almost 250 articles are taken in Court of India after 1935 with some of them are listed below along with the Government of India Act 1935. 1935. 1935 articles of the Constitution of India. The next of most 250 articles are taken from Court of India 1935 law with the modifications of some of them are listed below along with the 1935. Thunder. This act from the basic permissions or the basis of the field of the with the futures system office of the as the Constitution of India was borrowed from the Constitution of Britannia, making procedures of law significant by criminal system office of CIG, Constitution of USA Independence of judicial fundamental rights removal of the Supreme Court and High Court judge preamble and Council President and Vice President, Constitution of Canada lessons with a strong center to provide residuary powers to the central Supreme Court, providing justice and constitutional parliament directive principles of the police method of presidential election. The Rajya by the President Bimar of Germany provisions consisting of suspension of fundamental rights during emergency, restoration of Australian the idea of the concurrent list trade and commerce provision was Constitution of South Africa Amendment with the third majority in Parliament and election of the members of Rajya Sabha on the basis of proportional representations. Constitution of France with population system, principle of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Constitution of former USSR fundamental chapter, article of justice in preamble. Important parts of articles. The Constitution Part 1. Article Constitution Part 1 for the Union and its territory. And for the Union and its territory. Article 11. Citizenship, fundamental rights. Article definitions. Article 10. Love in consist with or in negation of the fundamental rights. Right to 14. Equality for law. Provisions to terms of inclusion, caste, and sex, or class or worth. Equality of opportunity in the opportunity in matters of public input. Public documentary accommodations of un- untouchability at 18 accommodations of titles. Right to freedom at 19 protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech, etc. Protection in respect of convictions for offense at 21 protections of life and personal liberty at 21 right to education at 22 protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. Okay. Cases that against exploits at 23 prohibitions of traffic in human beings, forced labor at 24 provisions of employment of children in factories, etc. Right to freedom of religion at 25 through consensus and free provision practice propagations of religion, freedom to manage religious affairs, additional freedom as to payment of taxes for promotions of any particular religion, freedom as to attendance at religious institution or religious worship in certain educational institutions, cultural and educational rights, protection of interests of minority, particularly the right of minorities to establish and administer educational institutions, saving certain laws, Article 31, saving laws providing for equation of issuers. This one, Article 31A, saving of laws providing for acquisitions of issuers, etc. Article 31B, 31B, of laws giving effect to certain direct principles, important parts. What eight what how many parts? Okay. 39.5. The skeleton of the constitution was divided from the government of India in 1935 to many provisions were imported from countries of the world. Out of 395 articles of the constitutions of India, the text of almost 250 articles are taken from Government of India Act 1935. Directly or with some modifications, some put them are listed below, along with the Government of India Act 1935. The into article subject. But one article 1 to 4 ଅଛି the union and territories, union territory. Part 2 ଅଛି article 5 to 2 citizenship. Part 3 ଅଛି fundamental rights. Part at part 3 ଅଛି 11 to 13. Part 1 ଅଛି article 1 to 4 ଅଛି the union, union and its territories. Part 2 ଅଛି part 11 citizenship. Part 3 ଅଛି fundamental rights. Part 12 ଅଛି definitions, opportunity laws, you know, inconsistent with the derogations of the fundamental rights. Right to equal to Article 14, equal to equal law. Article 15, prohibitions of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste or place of birth. Article 16, equality of opportunity in matters of public government. Article 17, obligations of untouchability. Article 18, obligations of details and equality. Right to freedom. Content choice, freedom of speech, etc. Article 20, protection in respect. Protection and in respect to convictions for offences Just protection of life and personal liberty. Article 21, right to education. Article 22, protection against arrest and detention in certain cases. Right against explosions. Explo- to freedom. Right against explosions. 33 provisions to avoid traffic in human beings and forced labor. Right against sickness. But what provisions of employment of children, factories, etc. Right to freedom of religion. Article 25. Freedom of conscience and free professions, article and propagations of religion. Article 24. Freedom to manage religious affairs. Article 27. Freedom as to payment of taxes for promotions of any particular religion. Article 28. Freedom as to attendance at religious hmm, just constructions of religious worship in certain educational institutions. Cultural rights. Article 29. Protection of interest of minorities. Article 30. Right to minorities of establishment instructions. Cultural education rights. Mm. Article 35. Provisions of this part. Article constitutions. Certain laws. Part 2. Part 1 to 4 the Union and its territory. Part 2 11 citizenship. 12 to 35 fundamental rights. Fundamental rights. 36 to 51 directive principles of state policy. 14 for fundamental duties. Mm, in the Union. 6 152 237 the states. 7 238 the states in Part B of the first schedule. 239 to 242 the Union territories. 9 20 243 to the panchayats. I 242 to the municipalities. 242 to 420 the panchayats. 9A 242 to the municipalities. 243 to 44A schedule for tribal areas. Schedule. 245 to 260 relations between the union and states. Relations between the union and the states. And the states uh, 30 tribunals. 324 to 329 elections to ratify special provisions relating or to certain classes. language. 350 to 360 emergency provisions. 360 to 363 miscellaneous. 360 amendment of the constitutions. 369 to 3 369 to 369 to 390 temporary transitional and special provisions. 395 subtitle commandment authoritative text in Hindi and repeals. Article 41 right to work, to education and to public assistance in certain cases. Article 42 provision for just and human conditions of work and maternity leave. Article 43 living wage etc. for workers. Article 43 participations of workers in management of industries. Article 42 reductions and certain access vision for the standard human conditions of work and living wage etc. for workers. Participations of workers in management of industries. The state shall ensure or promote voluntary formations, independence, functions, democratic control, and professional management of cooperation society. Uniform Civil Code for the Uniform Civil Code for the citizens provision for early childhood care and education to children below the age of 6 years, promotion of educational and economic interest of scheduled castes, several tribes and other victim sections. Article 47 duty of the state or raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living and to improve public health. Organizations of agriculture and animal husbandry. 48. Protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding of forest and wildlife. And protection of monuments and places and objects of national importance. Article 50 separations of the judiciary from executive. Article 51 promotion international peace and security. Fundamental duties. Okay. Now Union Chapter 1 Executive. Article 52 the President of India. Article 53 Executive power of the Union, including the election of President. Different procedure for President, Vice President of India. The Vice President of the the election of Vice President, power President to grant pardons, etc., and to suspend, remit, to commute sentence in certain cases. Article 74 Council of Ministers to aid and advise President, Attorney General for India. Chapter 20 Parliament. Article 79 Constitution of Parliament. The Council of States. It was serious mistake. The chief of president, the Union Judiciary, but the states part of the first schedule, Union Territories, the Panchayats, the wrestler, sides, Andhra Pradesh wrestler, October 1953, Maharashtra May established 1960, Nagaland, December 1 to 1963, Haryana, 66, Himachal Pradesh, January 25, 1966, Himachal